highlight reel goal there in the first period. Can you walk me through it a little bit?
Yeah, started with that cross corner dump. Those are, in my opinion, some of the easier ones to retrieve. Had some space, took the back of the net, and we look and work a lot on our options out of breakouts there. And I found Budge in the middle and had some steam going, so I just kept that going. A little risky, but I felt that the time was right, and he made a nice play up to Fletch there, and Fletch kind of just slipped it in behind, hit me in some space, and from there I think I just had a step and used my body position, got in, and backhand wasn't the best, but sometimes when the goalie's not set, it'll squeak through. So I figured it was just better to get a shot off than anything, and found a hole luckily.
Excellent. You guys were really able to limit Utah's shots in the first two periods. How were you guys able to find success?
I think the first thing that comes to mind is playing with speed. We've had some better starts lately. We just kind of took it to them, had a couple longer shifts in their zone, got them tired right off the jump, and kudos to the forwards too. We had great tracks in the first couple periods and just kept turning pucks and shoving it right back down their throat. And it's a lot easier to play when the ice is kind of tilted your way, and that was a lot of it. They made a pushback in the third for sure. I think kind of got their legs a little bit towards the end after coming from Cincinnati, I think it was on Wednesday. But yeah, first two periods I thought we were great connecting on our passes. We weren't throwing anything away, and Phil stresses puck possession, and I think that was a big part of that. We held on to the puck and prioritized possession. Maybe didn't throw it away or dump it when we didn't have to.
You guys have now 3 wins in a row and points in 5 straight. What's been the key to keep up that momentum?
I think our consistency in our habits, our practices, we've worked on a lot of the same stuff, and we've really been drilling some stuff home. A lot of that's neutral zone, forechecks, breakouts, like the core fundamentals of the game. And, we've had new guys in and out of the lineup all year, so having the opportunity to have some consistency there and really hammer those things home, like I mentioned, build that muscle memory, that's been huge for us. Feeling a little more confident in reads, knowing what your teammates are doing, and when you do, it's a lot easier to string plays together.
I feel like the defense has been more active and moving into the offensive zone. Has that been something that's been implemented recently? Have you guys just grown more comfortable with one another, or am I seeing things differently? What's your opinion?
I think both. We definitely have grown more comfortable with each other as a group. That's for sure, and it's also something that we've been working on practice a lot, our offensive zone principles, and kind of walking through different scenarios, a lot of low to high work. Is the puck above the goal line? Is it below the goal line? Is it coming from the middle? Is it coming from the wall? So just being a little bit more familiar with those situations as well is allowing us to control the puck up top a little more, and also just funneling more stuff to the net. A couple greasier goals, you could say, lately, rebounds, deflections, and kudos again to the forwards for getting to the net and allowing us to kind of just shovel our crap off the blue line down to them, and they get rewarded for doing that hard work.
What was some learning lessons from this game, and then obviously more specifically in the third period, that you guys need to move over into tomorrow's game?
I just think staying diligent when it comes to details. We extended some shifts a little bit for sure. Started throwing pucks away like we didn't in the first and second. And also, I think the communication may have fallen off a little bit as well. We got hemmed in the D zone. So really just making sure that for the full 60 minutes, nothing changes and we're not getting comfortable with the lead. Still communicating, still keeping changes reasonable and short. The big thing is communication. As you get tired, your brain kind of starts to shut off. So the more you're helping each other out, the more successful you're going to be.
One more.
Yep.
You're about halfway through the season. As you think back on the time so far, have you had any favorite moments or highlights that stand out to you?
Oh, goodness. Big fan of the fan skates. It's awesome to connect. It's one of the best parts about being in a community like this where everyone cares. And I think, honestly, just of late, 3 wins in a row now. We beat some really good teams. Taking one from Toledo in their home rink was really exciting. That's a really good team and always a great atmosphere as well. The opportunities that we've had to meet a ton of new people. Obviously, with it being the first year here, we didn't know anyone. A lot of us didn't know each other. So, establishing a lot of connections, actually some great relationships, and that's the blessing of the position we're in.